Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead, and we're out here on this glorious sunny day. Getting warm, but that's okay. I do not mind that. We're gonna harvest some taters, okay? We planted our potatoes in grow bags earlier in the year, something we've never done before personally, and we planted two feed bags, okay? We had some feed bags from our chicken feed that we cleaned out, and we put some dirt in there and put some Yukon Gold potatoes in there. And so let's test all this stuff that we're showing you right now is totally new for us. We never use grow bags, never use feed bags to try and grow taters, but they look like they've done great. We're gonna harvest those things today, and we'll show you what we got. All right. Now here's what we're looking at. Here's our grow bags. We use 15-gallon grow bags. Okay, we had Kennebec and Yukon Gold. I think we put 4 Kennebec in each Kennebec bag, and then we put like probably 5 Yukon Gold in them. So here's everything we got, everything we're looking at, and there's our feed bags that had Yukon Golds in them. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to dump them out on this plastic bags. Okay, right here. These are just large commercial use trash bags. They're just trash bags we haven't used obviously for trash yet, because we need to hold on to the dirt that's inside of these. Okay, we reuse this dirt, compost with it, use it in another bed somewhere else because we've already paid for it. We don't want to waste it. Okay, so we're going to dump them out on these bags to hang on to the dirt. Then we're going to put the taters into our harvest baskets. Okay, so here's one of our feed bags. It's Yukon Gold. We're going to pull the plants and then dump at the same time. See what happens. I don't know how they're going to come out. All right, anything in here at all?
I see some big ones.
Do you? Let's see. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Ain't terrible here. Look at that. That's good. 1, 2. So that's a nice one right there.
That one's big.
It's a good Yukon Gold for a feed bag there. Heck, now.
Well, we know you can grow them.
You can grow them in feed bags. Now, did we put too much in one feed bag? Maybe, because we put 2 seed potatoes. Maybe we should have stuck with 1. I don't know, because that's about all there is there. Yeah, that's all there is in there.
But I'm very happy with that big one.
Very happy with that big one. It just shows that maybe we should have only used 1 seed potato instead of 2.
Yes.
You know, because that does matter. Again, this is all experimental. We're just trying to figure out.
Or put more dirt and the.
You do need more. Probably need some more dirt. The roots are a little bound, but this is all experimental for us. We're doing this for our benefit and for your benefit, showing you what you should do and what you shouldn't do. We're learning, and we're going to take what we learn and apply it to what we're doing next year, the year after that, and everything else. So
I'm just happy with that big one.
And here's the second one. See if it got more or less, or what. I think we got more. Obviously there's more in there already. Yeah, this one did better than the other one. I can tell you that already.
Oh gosh.
See? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's odd.
That's the seed potato.
That's the seed. It didn't even rot.
That's the seed potato.
That's the seed potato. It didn't even rot. So there's 5.
Oh,
very usable. Very good taters.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, heck yeah, that's good. Again, probably should just stick to 1 seed potato. There's another one in there. So that bag did a lot better, and possibly just better. The seed potatoes are better, obviously, because it didn't rot.
Yes.
I mean, that's
impressive.
Maybe it's just the issue with the seed potatoes themselves. And we did buy them. Oh, here's another one. Goodness. See, that bag did very well.
That bag did wonderful.
I mean, there's a difference in the 2 bags. This is the second bag. This is the first bag. I better keep scraping through here. See if there's anything else in there.
I would try this again.
Oh no, we're gonna do it again.
Feed bags.
First of all, if you're like us, we don't want to till up any more dirt. We tilled up all we want to till up, and we're done with that. So we need to do everything else in containers, grow bags, whatever. Well, if we want more grow bags, because we bought some, but I've already paid for this feed in this feed bag. So if we can use those, then why not? Okay, so now we're gonna try this one. I believe this is a Kennebec because there's 3 individual plots of plants, and we planted 3 Kennebecs in each grow bag. I'm not sure what I said earlier, but we planted 3 Kennebecs in each 15-gallon grow bag. So we're gonna see what happens here. Let's pull taters. There's taters. There's taters. Plenty of them. Plenty of taters in there.
And more going.
Yep, that's probably a seed tater there. See if I can get this out. Okay, there's that. Break through here. I don't think there's any taters in there. We're gonna break that up. Make sure you don't want to skip over them. We found that when we put them in the ground last year. We must have missed a couple because plants started coming up this year in the garden where we had them. So now here's this one. Try to get this out of the way. Another one. Now, one thing is, we might be a week early or so on these. We're not sure. I think they should go around 90 days. We may have been a week shy of that, but they were falling over and they're just ready to go. We needed them out of the way, so we're just going to go with it.
I'm still not mad at that harvest.
No, well, there's plenty. There's more in here. I got to find them. I seen them. I seen them earlier. I seen them earlier. There's more in here. I just buried them with the dirt. Hey, them little ones though, they'll still eat. Don't.
Oh, they're amazing.
Don't throw away the little ones. They'll eat. You know, whether or not you have to put them in with some soup or whatever, or mix them with some green beans, they will eat. So don't throw them away. Everything's usable.
Yes, definitely.
Things are usable. Don't throw them away. I know there's more taters in here. I've seen them. So that's a nice one. It's pretty. That's pretty. Now again, did we put too many plants in one? Maybe. We put 3. Taters will grow and root. Now, remember, it's a root crop. There's one. So the roots go, you know, and they will take up a lot. So we may have possibly just put too many in one bag. But again, this is all learning. We're just trying to figure things out for us and for you. Okay, so now this was a Gold Rush. We forgot this was a Gold Rush hybrid style potato that we bought seed taters from a commercial place. We weren't happy with how the seed taters looked, and obviously they didn't do the greatest either. And then here, I believe this is a Yukon Gold. We've got the seed taters from the same place. Some of them are good, you know, it's solid. Again, we're learning. I do want to mention that on some of these, we have taken and we planted the taters in different methods as far as heights and levels. Like this one we're getting ready to do, I feel like I planted it medium level, covered it with a few inches, and had more below. Some of these behind me, we planted them taters deeper and had more dirt above the seed tater.
This has all been an experiment.
So this is all experimental, trying to figure out the best way possible to plant these, what we could do right, what we've done wrong. Okay, so we're going to dump this one out. We believe this is a Kennebec. So I'm going to turn it to the side here, and we'll pull. The roots feel stronger. That's for sure. When the roots feel stronger, it means something.
That's Kennebec.
So this is Kennebec. Yep, that's Kennebec. So the roots felt stronger, and when the roots feel stronger, they're obviously healthier. A healthier root for a root crop should mean a better tater production, and I believe this is what we got immediately. That's what I think, anyways. And
I still see some big ones.
Yeah, there's some these are holding on when I'm pulling, so it means there's good roots in there at least. Yeah, see
those are much better.
These are good. Yeah. So one thing, we are learning something here, you know. We're watching how to do this one. They're still holding on. Sheesh. Man.
And there's still potatoes falling out.
You see, there's a seed tater. It's a healthy seed tater as well. One thing you'll notice too is the better production, a healthier seed tater. Look at that.
And we got these from our local feed store.
This was from our local feed store. So that's something to be noticed as well. You know, trying to learn from every scenario.
Oh wow.
Yep. Yep. So these are a lot better. So that's we're trying to take something for the future on every one of these bags, and I think we are. That seemed a lot better. Obviously, the seed tater was better on the one for sure. It's held on. It's still doing good there. And let's dump this out and see what's if anything's left, because they will sometimes throw them deeper. Although with potatoes, you have determinate and indeterminate varieties, same as you do with tomatoes. They're both nightshade family plants, and so determinate means they will throw all their fruit in a determined amount, and typically in a smaller, more compact section, as you've seen here.
In the first few inches.
In the first few inches of the ground. An indeterminate variety is the ones that you see people planting the seed tater, burying the plant, letting the plant grow up, and then burying it again because the roots are spread out, and you'll get potatoes off from the sides as deep as you can go. So you have determinate and indeterminate varieties. I believe we planted nothing but determinate varieties, which is also why you're seeing them in a more compact spot. And the deeper we go to the dirt, the more it's just hair roots and nothing crazy. So that may be something too. Maybe we don't need as much dirt. We're just wasting our time with the dirt. You know, that's something to be learned as well. These can be possibly grown in a more compact setting than what we did. All right, last bag, dirty hands and all. We got, pretty sure these are Kennebecks. We're gonna find out what we got here.
Get you in for a tighter look. Yep, those are Kennebecks.
Yep, yep. Plants are tight. Again, we are learning from what we've done here. What's gonna work better than usual, or than in each season, I guess. The Yukon Golds have produced well. We'll show you that in a minute. Yukon Golds have done really well in this setting. The Kennebecks have not done bad, I wouldn't say. I mean, they stayed smaller, which is a sign of too much root bound. They need
Which means we put too many potatoes.
Too many potatoes, probably down too deep. I would assume here we can change the planting depth and the planting amount, give them more space below with fewer plants, because they are root bound, and that's never going to be good for your production. But I mean, there's usable stuff here, without a doubt. So it's not like it's a waste, and never a waste when you learn something, by the way.
And we've gotten a better harvest than we
got a better harvest than we got in ground.
Yes.
Without a doubt. Now, part of that is because in ground we've had voles get into our dirt and go through and just chew up the roots. Well, obviously this is a root crop, so you don't need anything chewing up the roots and eating the roots. So that's been the issue here as well. And so trying to find a different method that is going to be foolproof as far as a little pest, and this is doing that.
I'm not mad at these.
No, these are good. These are good. I mean, and here's a good, now again.
That's seed tater.
Seed tater. Now it's not usable. Darn it. I was gonna reuse it. But again, you see a good healthy seed tater. You've also seen more taters.
Yep.
So that's another thing as well. Good healthy seed taters create more taters. Imagine that.
I'm actually really pleased.
This is good.
With the harvest we're getting.
This has been good. I mean,
we're
learning.
We're learning and learning what's good.
Learning what's going to work in a small space. Because again, you got to remember, we're doing this for small space growing as well. So you try to figure out what method works better. Sometimes that's trial and error. Many times it is trial and error. And it's somewhat of an error. I wouldn't call this complete error. It's somewhat of an error.
One was an error.
One was an error. We'll show you that in a minute. We'll show you one thing for sure that we've never learned to never do again. Okay.
We've learned it from 2 years experience.
Yeah, 2 years experience, and we've finally learned something, and we're going to show you that in just a minute.
And see, we're doing all the trial and error for you,
exactly.
so you don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. Don't make these same mistakes again. You know, It does. Grow bags do work.
And
100%.
I'm seeing that they're working great.
Grow bags do work. All right, so that is not the error. And they're a cheaper alternative to using resin pots. Resin pots are so much more expensive. You can buy, I think we bought a 10-pack of these grow bags for the price of one large resin pot. Wasn't it? I mean,
Yes.
seriously, it was about a 10-pack of these 15-gallon grow bags was about $20-something to buy one good large resin pot. Probably about $20.
And we've learned that feed bags work too.
Feed bags work as well. And also these don't get as hot as the resin pots. So you're gonna be able to, and they leak out water easily. And so they're a much better usage than a pot. So.
And I'm excited about what we're growing next
I believe
in
that's
them.
everything. I believe that's everything. Okay, so these are the Kennebecks, and we planted more of them. They stayed smaller, but these are the ones that root bound the most because we planted 3 inside of a pot or inside of a bag. Probably should have planted 2 and give them more space below and less space above. But still very usable, very good taters.
I'm
good.
completely happy.
Yeah, we're happy. We're fine. Now over here, these are the Yukon Golds. They did better. Obviously, you can tell we got a better potato out of them in this method. Now, was it because we planted them differently? Maybe. I mean, but they did really well.
Show the green one and address it.
Okay, this happens when they surface. Okay, they get green when they surface. That is the sun hitting the potato and chlorophyll being formed on your tater. Okay, that's no good. Don't use those. But everything else is good. They've done well. As you can see with these, the Kennebecks, we got them at the right time because this started to split. So obviously they needed to go. And now what we learned was this. This is a Gold Rush potato. Okay, we bought seed potatoes from a commercial nursery. It's a hybridized seed potato. We got very few of these. We paid too much for what we get. We didn't use all of our seed taters we got from them. They were small, very few sprouts. They were no good. So what we've learned is stick to the basic varieties. The Yukon Gold and the Kennebec, far better varieties, far better producers, cost you far less. Okay, the Kennebec we bought at our local feed store for 59 cents a pound or something of that nature. It's extraordinarily cheap, and we got a good harvest out of them. The Yukon Golds we did buy from the same nursery, I believe, as we bought the Gold Rush. They just did better. Yukon Golds just did better. They did a lot better in the setting. They produced well. They did really good in the feed bags. They did really good in the grow bags. Now, did we plant them better? I don't know. We may have. Okay, obviously. But they just did better for whatever reason. They did really good. The Kennebecks and the Yukon Golds are both very good options. These little novelty style hybrid potatoes that sound good and they can romanticize the way they sound in their descriptions. Stay away from them. You're paying too much for too little. It's just not worth it. Okay, Kennebecks and Yukon Golds, and if you like red potatoes, probably the red Pontiacs will be your options. This is trial and error. I've got a much better idea of how to do these in the future, and I've got a really good idea right now. See, one of these Yukon Golds, the tater's still good. It's still really hard. It's not smushy, and it has eyes and roots. So what are we going to do with that? We're going to plant it again and see what happens. We still have some time. We still have 70 days or so to frost. Yukon Golds are a faster potato. What's going to happen if we try to put it back in a feed bag and see how it grows? I mean, we already got the dirt, right? So let's put some dirt back in this feed bag and plant this seed tater and see what happens. Now here, as you can see, we've got a few inches of dirt. Here's the seed tater, eyes up. We're gonna bury it. All right, now we put a couple inches of dirt on top of it. It's gonna water it, probably fertilize it really well, and let's see what happens. All right, so what you're gonna wanna do with those taters is you can use them fresh, that's fine. Clean them off, use them fresh, by all means, go ahead. If you're wanting to store them for long-term usage, or for any kind of storage at all, wipe the loose dirt off of them, get them to a dark place, in your room, in your house, somewhere in the garage, whatever, a shed, somewhere they're dark and safe from any pests, okay, if you're outside, and lay them out as close to single layer as possible, you know, flat, and let them sit for a while until all that dirt will come off and they'll be cured and ready to store. Okay, so just let the outsides dry on those taters, let them dry up really good, and because if there's moisture there, they will mold on the outside. Okay, that's your point. You don't want moisture on your taters because they will mold and they'll begin to rot and things like that. So you have to let the taters dry. Same as any other root crop, garlic, onions, they're all the same as far as that goes. You gotta let them dry so they can cure, right? And then they can be stored without getting mold, mildew, and rotting and things of that nature, okay? So do that, then you're good to go. All right, so hey, thank you guys for watching so much. We do appreciate y'all watching. We'd like to hear from you, so comment if you got any questions, ideas, things of that nature. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear other people's ideas. And so again, thanks for watching. My name is Jason. The camera lady that you heard was Angela Kay. We love you guys. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Goodbye.